Which one you started?
Over here.
Okay. Just moving a little closer. Okay, good.
I did 2 mannequins for.
Wait. Oh, okay, go.
I did 2 mannequins for Kennedy. I had to do one as President John F. Kennedy. And he's sitting in a rocker that is one of his rockers that he had at his summer home here in Florida. He had a bad back and he needed certain kind of chairs for that. And of course I painted the Custis house behind him and an image of his burial. I also had to do a young JF Kennedy, which we might see. He's over here in his PT-109 boat. We can take a look at him a little bit later. But then these are some mannequins for the Civil War. What brought this on is we had 4 chairs that were in the Lincoln White House donated to the museum, and we were wondering how to display them. And my husband came up with the idea of creating a room that had a Victorian look to it. And I did President Lincoln, his wife Mary Todd, and here we have a statue of Ulysses S. Grant. So they are discussing a battle that's to take place during the Civil War. And this is young JFK when he served on PT Boat 109. So we used a small mannequin for him. In fact, it was a female mannequin that we had to use and cut him down a little bit to make it work. Okay, we're going to move over to our new section for the ladies, the women's section. We'll end up with baseball, I guess. Let's start with the painting. We opened up a section for the women in the military, and I wanted to do a mural for them, and decided that this statue, which I've seen in Washington, D.C., was a very powerful statue and would very well depict what women have done. Besides being soldiers and nurses and doctors, they have really served behind the men. So this statue is near the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. I find it very, very powerful because these nurses are just pleading for this soldier to live, searching for helicopters, praying to God. I think it's a very powerful piece, and I hope I did it justice. And some of the mannequins that we have in here represent the women who have served. This is one of the last ones I did. This is a mannequin representing Dr. Mary Edward Walker. This wonderful lady was a Civil War surgeon, prisoner of war, and the only woman to ever be given the Medal of Honor. She was given this Medal of Honor by Abraham Lincoln. She wore it proudly for many, many years. But she served as a surgeon in the field during the Civil War. Okay, we'll do baseball last. Front. One of the ways that women also did their fair share during the war, was playing baseball. If you saw the movie A League of Their Own, then you know about the women who took over the game of baseball because the men were all at war. So I did a mural representing the way Fenway Park looked back in the 40s. And as you enter into this display, you'll see a few other murals and some other mannequins that I did. We can you pan the dugout? And as I said, you're not, are you taping? As I said, my husband does a lot of construction work. So you're going to see a mural that I did for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. A mannequin that I painted for Jackie Robinson. And my husband built a dugout, and we have some mannequins dressed in the League of Their Own Rockford Peaches uniforms. And then behind me here in the back is an image of the stadium. We have a catcher and an umpire dressed from the 40s. The mural that I painted there and the mural against the wall. And we even have a concession stand. As you can see, you could get a hot dog for 5 cents, or a bag of peanuts for 5 cents. But there's a lot of memorabilia in here from baseball players who also served in the service. Again, I volunteered to work here because of my husband. He wanted to help out in some way. He does a lot of the construction, the wall building, and I asked Ralph if we could use an artist, and he said, well, maybe we could. So anyway, this is my contribution to a wonderful place. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.